We're going to talk about verifying functions or inverses. Two functions, f of x and g of x, are inverses if f of g of x is equivalent to g of f of x, and those must be equivalent to the variable x. We want to verify that f and g here are inverses of each other, so we need to find f of g of x and g of f of x. F of g of x would be negative 4 times g of x minus 20. G of x in this case is negative 5 minus 1/4 x. We can distribute the negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20. Negative 4 times negative 1/4 x is positive 1x. And then we have a minus 20 left over. We see that the 20s cancel out, and we are left with x. In order for these to be inverses, we need to verify both, unfortunately. So g of f of x, we also want to check. Negative 5 minus 1/4 times f of x in this case is negative 4x minus 20. Simplify that, see what we get. Negative 5. Negative 1/4 times negative 4x would be a positive 1x, and negative 1/4 times negative 20 would be a positive 5. And we see here that the 5's cancel, thus we have x left over. Thus we can verify f of x and g of x are inverses. Our second example here, f of x equals 3 plus the quantity x plus 1 raised to the 5th power. G of x is equal to the 5th root of x minus 3 minus 1. We want to verify that these are inverse functions, so we're going to find f of g of x, which would be 3 plus x plus 1 to the 5th power. But instead of x, we're going to put g of x there, which is the 5th root of x minus 3 minus 1. Things are going to start canceling out very quickly, but if we're going to show that things cancel out, we need to show it step by step so that our teacher or whoever's looking at our paper can tell which step we did. The negative 1 and the positive 1 cancel first, so we get 3 plus the quantity to the 5th power would be the 5th root of x minus 3. In this case, the 5th root and the 5th power would undo each other, and we're left with 3 plus x minus 3. And now the x's would cancel out, and we are left with x. We would also need to verify the other way, g of f of x. I'll show that very quickly. G of f of x would be equal to the 5th root of x minus 3 minus 1. X was there, but we're going to replace that with f of x, which is 3, plus the quantity x plus 1 raised to the 5th power. The 3's would be the first thing to cancel, so we're left with the 5th root of x plus 1 to the 5th power minus 1. The 5th roots would cancel at this point. We're left with the quantity x plus 1 minus 1. The 1's would cancel, and we see that we're left with x. And since f of g of x and g of f of x both equal to x, we know that f of x and g of x are in fact inverse functions.